Well, Seymour, I have made it, despite your directions.
Ah, Wyatt, welcome. I hope you're prepared for an unforgettable luncheon.
Yeah.
Oh, ye gods, my roast is ruined! But what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking? Ho ho ho, delightfully devilish, Joey. Wyatt, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me?
Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Joey?
That isn't smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Steamed clams. Oh my god, look at how expensive the Whoppers are. That's it. I'm done with this place.
Joey?